like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels.
She wearing heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
It's like, what's your name? Better than ass like that to blow the picture out the frame. Mommy stay reppin' whenever she step in. Shorty stay fly even during the recession. Long as the hilltop master dress. I don't care if it's top shelf or feel good to pay less. Shape of a bottle with the walk of a model. Damn, she so mean when she puffin' on that green. Maybe it's the jeans or maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's me or maybe it's you or maybe it's the Jimmy Choo. Lil' mama stay bossin' whatever it take. From New York to Texas on up to Salt Lake. Even at the market it's like the red carpet. Everywhere she goes like a fashion show. See, I'm a go-getter and she a go-getter. Got ice as cold as winter day. You leave your chick with us, come on.
Heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
I like your confidence, sexiness, all of that is evident. Stepping real smooth like you stepping for the president. Heel hit the ground, body started settling. Ass started shaking, I almost gave you some medicine. Body looking delicate, smooth, elegant. Perched in them heels, relaxing like a pelican, yeah. Girl, you know I like to win. Body looking like a S, watch it as it bends. Go ahead and snake, move like a python. Body too sexy, girl, leave them lights on. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. You know I got the right one, baby. Ray Charles. She rockin' Christian Louboutins, all those pouting. Hard as a mountain, body arched, squirting like a fountain. Once, even twice, but tell me who's counting heels.
It's on me still. See, I be climbing up them hills like Jack and Jill, but I ain't shooting for no water. Nah, it's more like a son or a daughter. I ain't got a spoiler. Lil' mama pay her own bills, homie, you bet that. I just get behind her and tell her to back. Bend over slightly and give it a tap. He'll sending me Morse codes, tell me to tap that. Twisted in the head, got me twisted like a dread. Take them heads over heels and put them heels over head. Yeah, you heard what I said. Shorty bout bread, and if you think the cat's bad, just look at that ass. In the East Coast, they be like on the real son. In the South, they be like, shorty got a fat one. In the Midwest, lil' mama go fed. In the West, she be jerking all over the bed. Come on.
She wearing heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels.
Whoa, wait a minute. I know they didn't do your boy like that. Wait, hold on now. Where the hell? Where's my camera at? They trying to hold me back. These people trying to hold me back. Oh, heck no, man. Hold on, man. Let me, no. I know my camera is up in here somewhere. Hold on. Give me 1 second, man. We're going to hold on. Wait a minute. I know they ain't doing like that. I know they fucking lying. Oh wait, it's not. I think I gotta wait a certain amount of time after on YouTube before I can start cursing up in here. You know, so I think I have to wait a little bit. Oh my bad. I know they freaking lying. That's what I meant to say. That's why I said I didn't say that before I saw. I know they I know they freaking lying is what I said. I know that's what I said. All right, hey, welcome in, man. Come on, man. Put another clap together real quick. Whew. Welcome in. Everyone's. You feel me? All right, so we are in the building, man. Yeah. We here. All right. Let me see what's going on out here. Mr. Diz Red says smash the like button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any amazing videos. Yes. Yeah, he was laughing at me over here, man. Yeah, they tried to shut me down, but I ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't shutting me down quite yet. I'm still here. All right, we still here. We still kicking it. We still doing our thing. You feel me? Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing Sunday. This is another episode of Ace of Spades Podcast. All right, where we just catch a couple clips and give you our opinions on them. You know what I'm saying? Little slight work, man. And we talk to y'all, and hopefully y'all talk back. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to hear from you. I am your host, Marcus, aka E. I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me baby. You know what I'm saying? I love to hear from you. All right, so back and with another great show, man. Thank you for coming in. Everybody's here. I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna go through a little bit of housekeeping real quick, like we do around this time, as usual. Like my good guy, Mr. Diz Red said, man, hit the like button if you can. As you're coming on in, just go ahead and swipe that thing. You know what I'm saying? They say it helps the algorithm, but it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and I appreciate it. Okay. I do. I really do. Thank you so much for that. Also hit the sub, you know what I'm saying? Tell a friend too. You know what I'm saying? Hit the sub, hit the notification. And so every time we go live, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much I see we got 4 likes in the building. Thank you so much for those individuals that push that, man. Your support means the world to me. Thank you. So yeah, you could do that. Now we do. Next, you could donate if you like. You could donate to the stream. There is a ticker that sometimes decides to pop up whenever I put it on there. So at the end of that, there's also in the description. If you want to check in the description as well, if this thing is going too fast for you at the bottom, you go to the description, all right, and donate to the stream. Anything that goes to you donate to the stream will be used specifically for the stream. Okay. And you don't have to be a big baller. I know we got ballers in here, man, dropping dubs and nickels and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You can do $1, $2, anything is appreciated. Okay. If it's so touched on your heart, you know what I'm saying? If the spirit is upon you, we'll say that. All right. But it doesn't have to be. At the end of every week, you missed it. If you since this is kind of like in the beginning of the month, at the end of every month, we usually try to have like a little open discussion. I try to open up the floor for people to come in as well, to come in and chop it up with us, and let us, give us some feedback, talk to us, whatever it is that you want to do, man. You want to come in and kick it, you definitely can. But whatever it is, man, you can do it. But those are usually at the end of the month. Also, I have a giveaway at the end of the month as well. I did forget. It was brought to my attention. I forgot to do the giveaway on the Queen of Spades podcast. I did not get a chance to do that, so I will be trying to repeat that Wednesday at 7 Central. Wednesday at 7 Central. And then you can also check out the Kings of Spades as well. King of Spades podcast. King is heat, man. This heat got my mouth dry. This King of Spades podcast. It's also on every Monday at 7 o'clock, 1900 in the Central Standard Time Zone. All right. So come on in, chop it up with us, man. Give us your thoughts, give us your opinions. We love to hear it. All right. All right. So now that we got that up out the way, let's talk. Let's check in. Oh, we got a guest. All right. So let me go ahead and introduce the guest here. A lot of y'all already know who this is, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him anyways, man. He is from Chicago, let it be known. All right. And he can find him on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, all at DizRiz TV. You can also find him on Twitch, TV / Diz Riz. You can also find him on Diz Riz ENT, Diz Riz Boondocks Reviews, and Diz Riz TV, all here on YouTube, man. Check out the man. He doing this dizzle. You feel me? He got way more, way a lot of subscribers than I got. So, go check him out, see what he's doing over there, and subscribe if you haven't. And you can also check him out because he got a bachelor degree over there at Full Sail University for digital cinematography. So he does commercials, music videos, editing, all that good stuff, man. You can holler at him on that tip, or you can go and stop by and get that merch, y'all. He got merch over there at www.dizrizentmerch.com, man. Please bring in the one, the only, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, brother. I'm good. How about yourself?
Hey, man, I'm doing a lot better than that at you here. You know what I'm saying?
Glad to be in here. Glad to be back for the first time. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying, man? I was telling them earlier, man. I really was liking that shirt, man. I really like the aesthetics on that thing, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you be coming through with the flies of the flies gear. Yeah, you don't tell nobody. All right, we ain't gonna talk about it. You over here, I see you blinging and shining and all kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I'm well rested today. You know what I'm saying? I had a little light day at work today, so you know what I'm saying. But I'm well rested though.
Man, that's good to hear, man. Hopefully, they don't have you out there in that heat, man, because that Joker is nothing to play with.
Man, it's been hot as hell here, so yeah. Stay hydrated. Yeah. That's it. That's been my tagline after every podcast. Hey, you better stay hydrated. You'll fuck around and pass out around this mug.
Man, you ain't lying. Man. It's been like in the hundreds for like a month straight.
Yep.
For a month straight, man.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's getting serious out here, y'all. It is getting serious. Ain't playing no more. You know what I noticed now, talking about the heat? I noticed there was a point in time where we was always hearing about global what is it, global warming?
Global warming, yep.
You know the motherfuckers stop talking about that now?
It's here.
Yo, the motherfuckers stop talking about that shit. I think we're fucked.
Hey, they don't even say nothing about the ozone layer no more. None of that.
Because it was real dire at one point. It was like, yo, make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are getting to a point of no return. And then all of a sudden, it just got quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It got quiet. So it just, I don't think nobody was listening, dog. I don't think nobody's listening.
Hey, I put it like this. You better tuck your tails if Antarctica start warming up. You know what I'm saying?
It is, though. It already is, man. Like, so many, yeah, a lot of the stuff is melting. They brought up like a little red flag of something, potential contaminants that could have been frozen in the water, in the ice for so long that are now thawing off. So that was a concern. But yeah, the shit thawing off, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. This shit thawing off. So yeah, it's hey man, motherfucker better turn to a mermaid or something.
Hey, so for the viewers, hey, y'all better smash that subscribe button and like button before it's too late.
You know what I'm saying? If you like the planet, man, press the like button. Just one time for the planet. All right, man. Let's see, like we always do about this time. Since it's just us two, man, we're gonna kind of relax, chill, and flow through this thing. Would you like me to do the icebreaker questions?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's whatever.
All right.
It's your show. You got the steering wheel.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just checking to see what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I'm just along here for the ride.
Hey, man, I hear that. If y'all see a bandage when I turn, it's just because I had a little surgery done. So my head's trying to heal up a little bit. So don't judge me. But first question would be, if you could choose your name, what would it be and why? Shit.
I mean, shit. I would go the cocky route and say Diz Riz, but you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I appreciate the name that my parents gave me. You know what I'm saying? Steve. I'll go with that. Or Steven, like my mother would say. Steven.
I hate. Man, I don't know what name I don't know what name I would have chosen, man. If I could choose a different name, I'll be no. I don't know the word. The name Idris. Idris pretty cool. That's a cool name. Idris. Yeah. When people say we look alike, what was so funny? What's so funny over there, dude? What's going on?
I knew you was about to say that. I knew that was not scripted. I knew you was about to say that.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a pretty cool name, man. It's not too bad right there. Let me check out the next one. What's the weirdest item you keep in your bedroom?
um, the weirdest item. I think I showed it a few podcasts ago,
Oh
maybe
yeah, I
like
think I
6
did have
months
that
ago.
question.
Yeah, well, it was different. It was like a weird item that you bought or something like that. It was that Dragon Ball Z ball, the Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Put that on my nightstand. It was a gift by my play daughter. At work. So yeah, keep that in there.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball fan. You know what I'm saying? That's why she bought it just to piss me off. But I keep it there. It was a gift. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I like the little Dragon Ball Z, man. I got lost after a while off of it, but I definitely was down with it, man. I like when they came out with the movie, but the movie wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. Uh,
Hey, it's crazy. Like that series has been around damn near longer than the Transformers cartoon and all the other cartoons that we watched back in the 80s. It's
mhm.
still going. They're still making episodes and movies and stuff like you said. It's crazy.
Wow, yeah. They had so many different series, I think, as well, on there. So yeah, I think, man, I had a, I had a bench press, a bench with like weights and shit in my bedroom.
Yeah.
That was one of the weirdest items I had in there. Yeah, it didn't last too long. I ended up getting up out of there, but yeah, it was up in there.
Wow.
What is your weirdest? Oh wait, I think it's okay. What is your go-to movie? Uh, you need when you need a mood boost. What is your go-to movie when you need a mood boost?
If I want to go less than 2 to 3 hours, it's gonna be Training Day. It got to be Training Day. But if I'm gonna go for the long haul for 3 hours, it's Scarface. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Training Day, Scarface. I can't go wrong with either one of them.
Yeah, yeah. I think if I had to, mm, I would probably go one of the. Man, it's like three of them. Kind of. I'm thinking like Harlem Nights. I probably would go with Harlem Nights. If not Harlem Nights, it would probably be Life. Life gets me still. Um, so yeah, it'd either be Harlem Nights or Life.
Okay.
On the ones they are even maybe even Step Brothers. I don't know. I think Step Brothers might get me.
Man, it grew on me after the third time I watched it. My wife used to love that movie. She used to watch
Yeah.
that all the time. And I'd be like, that's a stupid, goofy movie. And then after I watched it the third time, the joke started to rub off on me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I
Oh
didn't really
man.
like dry humor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It took a
Yeah.
while for it to grow on me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We
You got to
just
go in
become
there with
best
a
friends.
couple of brain cell dead already. When you go up in there and messing with that, man.
But
Uh,
it's funny though. Sandler.
mm.
I liked him, but it was something about Will Ferrell. He had this old 1960s hippie look with the curly mullet and shit. It was just something about it I just didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I eventually liked it. That and
Yeah.
Talladega Nights. Both of them shits was hilarious.
Yeah, man. I'm because it took me. I wasn't always a Will Ferrell person, man. It took Talladega Nights, and I think another one they might have did that really got me.
hmm hmm
Um, so let me check and see what about the robotic gray dog or the white and black robots they had back in the days.
Is she talking about GoBots?
I don't know.
The white and black robots. Hmm.
What were we talking about before? It might have been one of the questions beforehand. Let me see. Oh, the weirdest item. Maybe that weirdest item in the bedroom. Maybe the gray dog.
Oh,
Robotic gray dog. Oh, is that the one that was like sit down and stuff? Is that the one?
I don't know.
Because I think they had one that like did backflips too. I don't know if that's the one she was talking about though. Great dog, a great dog, huh? I think that might be it. And the black robots they had back in the day. I don't know about the black robots. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Okay, so yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. But I don't. I can't remember if I was a. If I know. I think I had one. But I don't. Do you got one of those in your room right now? Is that what you're saying? More to love. You got a robotic dog in your room right now. Uh, we'll see what they say on that one. If you could have a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
Damn, it'll have to be. Damn, that's a tricky one. I would say life, eternal life. But money sound good too. Like
Yeah.
even if it changed, hey, give me that too. You know what I'm saying? I'd be on the fence between those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Man, if I could have an unlimited supply of anything, or yeah. Um, I would say happiness. If I could have an unlimited supply of anything, I would probably go with happiness. That would be my answer. All right. I think that was that was the last one, man. Thank you so much, Diz Riz, for playing the game. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into some things. All right. About this time, like we always do. Whew. All right, you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit on this one. All right. All right, so this first one has to do with a shooting in Chicago. We're gonna take a look at it and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Yeah.
News of a young woman's death hits hard.
My heart is broken, for real.
Sixth Ward alderperson William Hall says he got a call yesterday about the shooting at 81st and Racine. 4 people were shot, including a 23-year-old woman and her 2-year-old. The mother did not survive. Chicago police continue to investigate the shooting that happened just after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Police say a black car pulled onto the 1200 block of West 81st Street and someone opened fire. Police believe the 29-year-old man injured was the child's father.
What kind of human being sees a baby and just starts spraying 40, 50 rounds of bullets? You ain't a human being.
40, 50 rounds. All right. Let's get into this.
And that's the pastor. That pastor. That's the pastor from the movie Chirac. I know a lot of people didn't see it because it was shit, but that's the pastor. That's the church that they use, Saint Sabina.
Okay. Yeah. I seen the movie. I couldn't remember. I didn't remember it.
I think he was christening somebody, or did he christen Nick Cannon in there, or the baby? It was something. I can't remember. I seen it once.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I just rented it, not even bought it. Usually I buy my movies, but yeah. Yeah.
Hey. All right. So this is one that it was so yes, this is one of those ones. So normally I know me and Steve talking about this before. Normally I don't cover these stories anymore. And normally it's because the majority of the panel, I would ask a question, and the question, if you've been here for a long time, you know what that question is. And that question is there a gun problem in America? the majority of the panelists would say no. The panelists would say no. So over because I remember I even dedicated a whole podcast to it. And people said it wasn't an issue. So I know that like sometimes I see things in a different way, right? And sometimes, like we all do, right? We all see things in a different way than other people. But I have this thing that when a lot of people say something, and if I'm like the oddball out, I usually tend to try to go with what's being said because maybe there's something that I'm not seeing. So normally I don't care. I don't cover these type of stories because of that. So I really didn't know what to ask about the story because like we were talking about before, if there's no issue, then there's really no story to cover. You know what I mean? So it was this one right here was I struggled with. I'm just keeping it honest with y'all, all right, to let y'all know my train of thought, where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted to be completely honest and an open book. And that's just who I am. But this one, this one was it was a struggle. It was a struggle because we talked about things like this, man, and I definitely believe that there is a gun problem because things like this happen over and over again, man, and especially with because it touches me. I ain't gonna lie to you. These type of story touches me because we've covered police officers getting shot. We covered people going to work, regular people going to work, and they're getting gunned down. We've covered kids in school that get gunned down. And the bullets, what they do to the body. The parents cannot identify them. They have to look at what they had on when they left the house. That's how they identify who they are. College kids that are at school are coming home, coming back from a game. We cover this over and over again. Who are no longer here. They're no longer here. And even to my own life experience, man. I have a young daughter who, when she talks to me, I had to keep a straight face to show that there was no concern. But she mentioned to me about her school and having to do gunfire drills. This is not a thing that we did when we were in school. We did tornado drills. I'm from Oklahoma. We did tornado drills. We did earthquake drills. But we did not do a shooter drill. So is this topic, that's why I couldn't talk about it as much, because it really means something to me, and it really bothers me because I think something's wrong. I really do think that something's wrong, and I don't think that we could fix it if it's not acknowledged. All right. So that's just where my stance is on it. But I'm still gonna get through it. We're still gonna cover it though. I was able to muster up some questions for it. So the number one question I have,
I applaud you, my brother. I applaud you. Yeah.
Kenneth Turner said, "What up? What up, Kenneth Turner? Welcome in. Is
that's Pinoy?
Oh man, what up,
Hey, what up, boy?
Man? Oh, I remember when we was dropping bodies in COD, man. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. If you ever want to come on the show, I know a guy that can get you on, right? Yes. So, first question is, what's the problem and what's the solution? What got you? What do you got from you there, Mr. Desiree?
Hey, when we talked about this story the other day, it just like it hit home. Well, it was home. Like I grew up like less than 10 blocks away from there. I grew up on 74th and May. That's Racine. Racine is one block west of May. You know what I'm saying? 81st Street. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Um, just to think, a person would jump out and just shoot at a mother with a child. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when we was out there doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? We had rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? Like we was giving passes to people. You know what I'm saying? Some people wasn't as fortunate, but it's just nowadays it's some type of it's a demonic cloud or spirit hovering over Chicago. Well, hovering over the whole United States, really, but ultimately Chicago with that dark cloud, man. And you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to all the victims, you know what I'm saying, past, present, and I'm pretty sure it's more to come because the police ain't doing shit about it. You know what I'm saying? I can't exactly remember what we was talking about or what I said in regards to it, in regards to the gun problem situation. And like I always stand on with the issue of once they actually admit that they're the ones that's um issuing out and letting these guns run rampant through certain particular cities to, you know what I'm saying, to kill off one another. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to say that it's a gun problem, but I think to resolve that gun problem would be maybe putting like a fingerprint on that gun or something like that. I think I cracked a joke when we was talking, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I talk a lot of shit. Um uh Police can detect when a motherfucker is driving without his seatbelt on. They have seatbelt detectors. That's how they know that the driver the driver and the passenger don't have their seatbelts on. You know what I'm saying? So that's an automatic, not search, but an automatic stop that can lead to a bigger case. Why don't you have an automatic gun? A gun detector, a metal detector, or something when you're driving past this vehicle. You got all this other high tech stuff on your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? You can damn near tell the person their social security number before you even walk up to the window. You know what I'm saying? When you look at that license plate, that registration, everything pops up. So you know what you're looking for, or you know the person, especially if they've been in the system. You know what you're looking for when you walk up to that vehicle. Why you don't have stuff like that? And I think that will prevent with the fingerprint. Not no space station, just a fucking fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? Anything in the feds, you get fingerprinted, or government installation, you get fingerprinted anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why not fingerprint the person? Well, shit, they get fingerprinted when they buy the gun. I just thought about it. So why can't you use that fingerprint to attach to that gun? Meaning that they can't pull that trigger without that person's fingerprint. I think that will help resolve a lot of senseless murders, and so forth. And why are you selling 100 round drums in Chicago? I know you can buy them online, but why are you doing that when handguns are illegal unless you're concealed carrier or a peace officer? I think that they need to up the ante, and I hate to say this because I got 50 and I got 100 round, 75, 35, 40 round drums. You know what I'm saying? But I bought mine when I bought my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Way back, right? But why don't you up the ante on them and start taxing these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Since they getting all these handguns and stuff dropped off, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't really got to pay too much for them or pay anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe commit a couple murders and robberies and stuff like that, and then they can keep them. You know what I'm saying? And they bring the money back and share it with whoever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever crooked cop that dropped them off. You know what I'm saying? Up the ante on those drums. You know what I'm saying? 100 round drum, it's probably going for $100. Why don't you say $1,000? I bet you these broke ass niggas that's running around shooting other people or shooting innocent people can't afford that. Or start putting a bigger price tag on the bullets. On the bullets. $5,000. You want to shoot $5,000? Go right ahead. Now you broke. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a better solution than outlawing and banning guns nationwide. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a Second Amendment right. You know what I'm saying? With the ability to bear arms and protect yourself and protect your family. You know what I'm saying? In discretion. You know what I'm saying? Not just regularly shooting 50 rounds at a person, and you killed a mama and with a toddler. Come on, man. It's just ridiculous. I don't have anything else to say in regards to that question, man.
Yeah. Because I think the thing of reasoning why that a lot of that stuff may not happen, because I think you did come up with a lot of great points. But again, if it's looked at as if there's no problem, then what's the need for a solution? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, I think, people would have to acknowledge that there's a problem going on in order to be able to afford a solution. Because if it's nothing wrong, then you know what I mean. Like, and that's why, because I agree with you, that no one is advocating for the destruction of weapons like that.
Mhm.
At least not on this platform. Nobody's advocating for that. I believe that we're all 2A supporters. I believe that we're all 2A defenders, as long as with the other constitutions as well. But I think that, and that's why I say that the gun is God, is because we cannot talk ill of it. And I think that it's because it's so polarized that if you even appear to, or if it's perceived as if you're saying anything negative, that you must be an anti-gun person. But I don't live in a black and white world like that. I think that there is a lot of gray, and I think that two things can be true at the same time. I think that you can have a place that has weapons, and I think that you can, in that place, it could be responsible. I don't think that you have to be one or the other. Yeah, I think that I think you can go both ways with it. But again, I think if the first part is not just like when you're a drug head, right? The first part of the 12-step program, number one, is you got to admit you got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So until you can even admit that you have a problem, there's no way that there's going to be a solution.
I believe that it has to come from higher, meaning the government has to actually acknowledge the gun problem. So you know what I'm saying, for other people on the bottom of that totem pole to really comprehend the problem that's behind it. You got police officers that's scared to show up because when they hear, you know what I'm saying, when you listen to rap music or any other music that incites violence, you know what I'm saying, or that's talking about guns, right? When you hear 30, 50, 100 rounds being spent, you thinking it's a massacre. You thinking it's like Iraq. You thinking it's, you know what I'm saying, you thinking it's Afghanistan. I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, many convoys, shootouts, and stuff like that in Afghanistan. We spent over 100 rounds going, you know what I'm saying? But you're envisioning it being a civilian, you know what I'm saying, not used to stuff like this, or not being in that type of environment, a war setting, you know what I'm saying? You're scared out of your mind because 100 rounds, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's a 22 or it's a 50 cal, meaning small to biggest of the rounds. You know what I'm saying? That's still a lot of fire that's going on. It's a lot of shooting that's going on. So I think that the government will have to acknowledge and get these police officers, you know, within the United States, some help. Because when I was growing up back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, a shooting occurred. The police wouldn't show up. You got them on a good day if they show up in 20 minutes. They usually won't show up to 45 minutes. The paramedics, the EMTs, and the fire department showing up before them. And then they're not even going to encroach over into the scene because the police have to cordon off the area and clear the area and make sure ain't nobody else trying to retaliate, or they double backing, or like they say, sliding again. Oh, we missed, so we going to come back and do it again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So 45 minutes, that's 20 minutes. That's life or death. That's life or death. So in a sense, like the police officers, I wouldn't say, I mean, I think that they're selfless, but they're selfish because they want to go home to their family. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know what I'm saying, your daughter, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they got kids, you know what I'm saying? You know, or they're enjoying their life, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to just wake up, oh, I'm getting shot today. I want to get shot today. You know what I'm saying? Or get
Yeah.
shot at. You know what I'm saying? That's an oxymoron. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every convoy, we, you know what I'm saying? Like we crack jokes like, yeah, we're gonna get shot at. And yeah, we get shot at. Oh, I bet you $100. This week's check, we gonna get shot at today, going through this particular area. You know what I'm saying? We'll crack jokes, place bets, side bets, whatever. But we all made it out. You know what I'm saying? I never had a battle buddy, and I don't have no wood over here, but I never had a battle buddy that lost their life on my watch while I was there. And not to say like I'm Denzel, like I'm a Transformer fighter or nothing
you
like
John Wick.
I'm just saying, like, we never lost anybody. Like, we had IEDs, shit blew up. You know what I'm saying? I had to sit on in an area cordon off for 8 hours, talk with EOD, talk with the MPs when we get back, get debriefed, see psychiatrists, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because but you get used to it. It becomes a regular rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So you already know. I ain't got nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Did you see what he looked like? Nope. You know what I'm saying? I know that nigga dead, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it becomes a natural, it's like almost inhumane, so to speak. I'm pretty sure people that's anti-military would say that's inhumane, but the nigga shot at me first, or shot at us first. So he gonna get whatever he gonna get, because 9 out of 10, we rolling around with 50s, 240s. You know what I'm saying? We rolling around with some big shit. So you caused that, you aggravated that beast. Now we knocking on your door. You know what I'm saying? We could have drove past you and we wouldn't even say nothing until you pew. Okay, now we on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with the police. Like, if they get back to that attitude, like with my dad, he was a no nonsense when it comes to that police work. No nonsense. I'm talking about chasing people in our family cars type shit. You know what I'm saying? Tearing up family cars type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like some Action Jackson type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how the cops used to be. No nonsense, because they were fresh out of Vietnam. Niggas was crazy and they was about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like almost like you know, Bad Boys is like a parody or a comedy of how the police officers used to be. People were scared to try police officers because they'll slap you just because you looked at them wrong, because they feel disrespected. Now they're scared. They don't want they signed up for the job, but they really don't want to do their job because they scared. They want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So I think, to get back to the topic at hand, I think the government need to acknowledge it, enforce more, because they tried it in Chicago with the National Guard or the reservists jumping out with the jump out boys. I think it was around Obama was in office or something like that, and they took that shit out. And then after they took that out, Chicago just went to shit. It was already shit, but it went even worse after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you just scared it. You just tried to scare us. Okay, now we're just gonna get bigger firepower. They jumping out with M16s. We jumping out with 240s. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you put it on the market. You putting these machine guns on the market to purchase. You know what I'm saying? For any legal civilian that can purchase. You know what I'm saying? And they're just selling them high to the, you know, drug dealers and gangbangers, or the ones that's, you know, trying to hold down the area, like they in fucking war, like they in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you on that one. Let me check out what More to Love had to say. More to Love said it's completely messed up. Go back to the hands, and if you lose the fight, just take the L. People that can do this and run is a coward. Take the stand and own up to whatever was your choice for doing this. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But Steve, man, yeah, I do think that you're right. I think, because I think we talked about that too, as far as like them coming to the scene and being scared, possibly being outgunned, right? We've seen clips of where police come to a scene outgunned, and they don't know what to do. But okay, so you say start at the top. I think anything that changes is something that starts at the bottom. I think it has to do with the people that are fed up. And then they come, because what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to be the one giving the power. We're the one with the power. So we're supposed to be the ones that are agents of change. So I think that it should start at the bottom level based off of that, because anything that's been worth fighting for has been at a ground level at a ground level. What do you think about that?
I feel you on that. But my thing is that it's happening in the urban communities. You know what I'm saying? Uh, in my community, growing up in Inglewood, it was middle to low class. You know what I'm saying? So people don't have money like that to, you know what I'm saying, to start at the bottom. You know what I'm saying, to police up these guns, or you know what I'm saying, and then they have, if they have a standoff, the person that's actually legally registered get tried worse than the criminal that's, you know what I'm saying, that's out here actually killing people. You know what I'm saying? Um yeah, it's different ways that you can get through it with your concealed carry and stuff like that. But in certain areas, they trying to take your concealed carry. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're guilty into proven innocent instead of innocent into proven guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Knowing that that person that you just shot, you know what I'm saying, is a 3-time convicted felon. You know what I'm saying? Just got out, just did a 10-year bid, got out on good behavior at 8, and he went right back to it, or she went right back to it. You know what I'm saying? Equal opportunity, because it can happen on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Um, they scrutinize the ones that's legal able to carry more than the ones that you know what I'm saying are out here illegally carrying. And that's why I was saying that if it starts from the top, hopefully someone that has some sense, you know what I'm saying? And looking at the Democratic Party right now, none of them got any sense. But but if you start at the top, and you see, I couldn't look at the camera and say that, because I don't want Biden to send me a phone call. I don't want my baby mama Kamala hitting me up. What you say? You know what I'm saying? But I think if you start at the top and actually start regulating things a little bit better, I think that will actually help put that money back. You know what I'm saying? Because they putting the guns in the hood. Why they can't put the money in the hood to help coordinate, or take, help get these guns out of the neighborhood? Because at one point, I know in Chicago, there's a few times where, you know what I'm saying, they were given opportunities to ones that had illegal guns, or you know what I'm saying, had guns to turn in or whatever. This is your free pass. We're gonna
Yeah.
tell you, you can turn this gun in, and if you get caught with, you know what I'm saying, so you don't get caught with it or nothing like that, serial number scratched off, you turn it in, we're gonna melt it down and do whatever the laws calls for that gun, and you good. You know what I'm saying? You turn it in, wipe your fingerprints off, turn the motherfucker in, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But now don't nobody want to do that, because everybody needs a pipe. Everybody need a pole. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 out of 10, everybody else got a pole. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's that's why I say it should start from the top first, to
So
help regulate it, since they put all the other orders in place, for the United States.
so if you took a poll, do you think, and ask the question, do you think that your local elected officials know or care about what's going on in your community? Do you think that the number would agree that they don't, or that they do know what's going on?
I would definitely say that they don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that's from there. Like in the video, you had the alder person. I love how
Yeah.
they say alder
I know.
person instead of alderman or alder woman. Alder, you know what I'm saying? Well, alderman. But yeah, it's just this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. But it's just they show up when the news is there, or if it's some type of hate crime or something like that, you know what I'm saying, or preaching peace. But they're not the ones. You very seldom have ones out there that's actually trying to do something right by the people. You know what I'm saying? Very seldom. And Jesse Jackson showed that. Al Sharpton, all the rest of them, they didn't show that. They ain't trying to do nothing. They just in it for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I think, because I think you said that the people don't have money. That's
Like
why,
that. Like that,
like
to
that. Yeah.
actually build, you know what I'm saying, to build up the community, to, you know what I'm saying, get those guns off the street.
So okay, two-part question to you. How many in those in that population, a rough estimate, do you think the majority do or do not vote in those areas?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Um, I know a lot of people that vote that's in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Now, who they voting for, you know what I'm saying, or what they voting for, I don't know. But I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people on my Facebook that's in the Inglewood community, they showing their badge or whatever they get when they vote, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what they're voting for though. That's the thing. That's a tricky question right there. You know what I'm
Yes. So that's my point, though, is that to vote is free, right?
saying?
And who we're putting in power are the people that are making these laws, right? That are supposed to be caring or not caring about our well being. So I think that's why I say it's at the bottom, because we're the one that's giving these people. We elect those people, whether you vote or not. You elect somebody, right? Or allow somebody to elect someone for you. So we have the power to put people into positions. I agree 100% with you. You can't. I don't know what the hell they're doing, right? But that should be there should be a backlash based off of that, right? There should be some type of reckoning for those who are in power and not doing anything, because we are the ones that, the way the system is set up, is we're supposed to be the ones with the power to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? But again, if we're not exercising that power, then shit doesn't get done. And we talked about this all the time, when it comes to voting and things like that, and letting your voice be heard. But yeah, I think that's one of the things that they need to do: step up, become more active. Because I think a lot of people are kind of bystanders. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. It's just the stipulation in the hood is like, my vote, you know what I'm saying, my vote don't matter. You
Don't
know what I'm
matter.
saying?
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
they're gonna they're gonna whitewash it and do whatever with it anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just me speaking on the hood. Like, and then 9 out of 10, you in the hood, so you got convicted felons. They can't vote. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got a couple of them in my circle. You know what I'm saying? They can't even be around the pipe, let alone a pole. And I got a lot of them, so they can't even come to my crib type shit. We got to meet at a neutral place or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if something happens and they're there, you know what I'm saying, they going to jail or they going back to jail. You know what I'm saying? So that's the typical hood mentality. You know what I'm
You ain't
saying?
lying. You ain't
You
lying.
know, so it's just it's sad. It's sad of how, and just speaking on the black culture, on how left out we are or uneducated we are in regards to certain things, for us to fall into those traps and situations, um or prevent those situations, you know what I'm saying, from happening in the future. It's just crazy, like I just went back to Chicago for my daughter's graduation back in May, and my same partners that I grew up with still in the same corner, still doing the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? I hate to keep saying, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just trying to paint the picture, of like things at 20, you still doing at 30 or 40, that got you locked up or got you in certain situations where you almost lost your life, or you almost lost your livelihood where you could have been behind bars the rest of your life. You still doing that, or you still taking that chance. Why? Why? It's an addiction, just like you said, rehabilitation. You have to, and that's one of the things that I thank the military for me, was it helped me wake up and actually see a better opportunity. Like I mentioned on a couple podcasts ago, that my dad used to always say, if you want to change your environment, change your environment. Think outside the box and change your situation to get up out of it and do something better for you and your family.
Yeah.
Meaning your immediate family or just your family in general, to help everybody build. Because one, like you said, one ignites the fire and everybody else follows that suit. When one is doing good and putting everybody else on, you might have your ones that's going to go astray or that hate on that particular situation, but you're going to have others that join that bandwagon and continue to do the same thing in a positive way. And then that one that was hating on it might end up joining that bandwagon in the future, and not to say a bandwagon in a bad way like the Joneses, but it's good bandwagons too,
Yeah. Yeah.
like when you look at the Rothschilds, or the Jordan or Mike LeBron them with their family, the Steph Curry's and shit. You know what I'm saying? It passed down through generations, on how they followed after their fathers or mentors' footsteps. You know what I'm saying? And those mentors kept them in line for them to continue. And now they're bringing it down to their kids for them to continue their legacy. You know, so it's a positive thing with the bandwagon situation. That's what I was trying to get across.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Let me check out More to Love. She says, my question is, where are the Black Lives Matter protesters?
They live in a $1
What
million
makes
mansions.
what makes this event different from the officer shooting? Great question. More to Love.
They live in $1 million mansions.
Living in,
They're stealing the black folks' money.
it's over there scissoring.
Steve
More
said it.
Love says, More Love says,
These Riz ENT said it. I stamped that.
and would a protest like the masses be supported? And I agree with Steve regarding the money. Yes. I think you're talking about not having the funds to do it that way. More to Love says, I agree. The political position is just that. They are not on ground one with the community, except for being present to gain the vote. 100%, they get the vote, and then they are out of there. And no one's holding their feet to the fire. We're gonna go take a look at another video. I think it was the pastor that you were talking about. Yeah, we'll check him out.
I've seen people turn their lives around. I've seen people who were shooters on this street that are now working full-time jobs and doing well. You've got to offer people alternatives and then wrap your arms around them and walk with them.
All right. He says offer alternatives. So that is the question that I want to pose to you, Mr. Diz Riz. What is the alternative?
Move the hell out the hood, get up out of there. Because I mean, I'll put it like this, to be honest, from my background, and not to bring up my past stuff, but if you're out there doing dirt, that you're gonna bring that stuff to your parents or your family's doorstep, you know, and you're gonna eventually lose your life. You go out there, you did some dirt, meaning you're out there robbing people or red rumming people, you know what I'm saying, thinking that it's not gonna come back on you, and then you go try to get a job at the corner AutoZone or the corner store, you know what I'm saying, or Walmart, thinking that the people that you just shot at, even though it was probably 5 years ago, that's about to change that whole environment, you know, and probably tear up Walmart and tear up you. You know, I mean, you're gonna have to get up out of there. You need to go ahead and get a Greyhound ticket and move to a different state. It's a lot of bloggers from Chicago with the O Block and 63rd situation that had moved out. They in Nevada, they in LA, Atlanta, you know, they done moved on, you know, and from the looks of it, it looked like they're trying to do better for themselves. And they're vlogging about it, you know, talking about their life story, and people are eating that stuff up. Like when you hear O Block or look at any type of review or story about any situation in regards to O Block, it's always 100,000 to 1 million views. The people on the outside of that area, or even when it comes to Inglewood probably won't get as much because it's so big. But when you go into the O Block situation, because there's so many big rappers that came from that area, from Chicago, or it's other rappers that's still affiliated with that area. You know, King Von just lost his life like 3 years ago. You know, it's like people on the outside looking in look at that as a tourist attraction. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But I think the greed is there, and people just thinking that they're standing on theirs, and in actuality, they don't own that block. They don't own that. They don't own Parkway Gardens. They don't own that street corner. You know, so you have limited to no protection, especially if you're a felon. You know, because if you get caught around, like I just said, if you get caught around guns and doing some type of illegal activity, they about to put you under the jail. You ain't gonna see the light of day ever. So my advice would be to move, get the hell out of there. I mean, you can't go overseas because you're a felon. You know what I'm saying? But get the hell out of there. Go somewhere else and start over. That's the alternative I would say, because it's people I still want to hit in the mouth. If I ever run across them, I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna think about it first and look at if I have something more to lose than them. But if it looks like we're evenly matched, they ass is mine. I'm putting it right now. I'm stamping that. But that's why I moved away from it, so I don't even have to confront that. And I very seldom go unless it's a big, big ordeal, something needed for me to go up there. And with my daughter heading off to college soon, I won't be back no time soon. So I'm in a safe haven right now. That would be my alternative to that.
Shanti said, "Get him, cousin Steve."
Hey, cousin.
Man, you wasn't even working today. Why you didn't? You know what? It be your own people, man. It be your own people. She was off today. She didn't even come in and help her brother, but it's all good. It's all good. We don't need her. Fuck her. All right. So it is what it is. Tell him I said that. All right. So we're gonna keep rolling with it. Was there something I was gonna say about? I think I was gonna say something. She threw me off.
Because she love you.
Yeah, I hate her too. We're gonna say, yeah, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it moving. All right. So the next one, this is a topic that oh wait, no, okay, yeah. This was a topic
Hey, as a matter of fact, what do you think for the
about what?
alternative?
Oh, yes, that's what I was gonna talk about. The alternative. Okay. So yeah, no, I think that the alternative, man. The alternative would have to be something that is wanted, something that people want, and I think that it would have to be something of either skill, monetary, or opportunity. So that way, because I mean, if I believe that a lot of people share the same sentiment that you said, it may be some people that they want to bust in the mouth, right? But because they may have things to lose, emphasis on things to lose, they might take a second to think about it. I think when you don't have anything to lose, I don't think you need that second. So I think that there needs to be something of value, something that people value, in order to change the behavior of what's going on in there. So that's why I think it has to be some type of incentive.
Yep.
And not an incentive that you get one time. I think there should be some, obvious shit that would disqualify you. But if it's something petty, I think you should be given another shot at obtaining this, because I would hate for somebody to I think it happens a lot with jail, right? So you go to jail and now it's hard for you to find employment. So then you say, well, fuck it, I'm not even going to look for employment, right? So then you turn into life of crime potentially. So I think it has to be some type of ramifications where you're okay to mess up, at a lower level, and still be able to achieve something.
Do you think that, and I was thinking when you said some type of financial gain, do you think that if the reparations ordeal come out, to blacks, do you think that will help the situation, or you think it'll be worse, that niggas still gonna be robbing niggas?
Oh yeah, I think it'd be worse.
I hated to ask that.
I think it'd be worse.
We both know that somebody's gonna hate on somebody else. He got $1 million. He got $1,001. Oh, I'm gonna get that dollar from it. It's the crabs in the bucket mentality that we have, man. That's why I advise move away from that. Get the heck away from that and start your life over, man. That's the only thing that I can see, because just like the pastor said, that he's seen people that change, but the people on the other side of that gun, they ain't changed. They ain't forget. I'm gonna be total honest. They ain't forget. You know what I'm saying? Because they know, like the streets, I'm pretty sure you've seen like the layout of New York. Chicago is the same way. Now we have alleys and gangways, so the buildings are not as close in certain areas, but it's just like that. So, and like I said before, use O Block and 63rd as an example. O Block is on 64th. 63rd is 63rd Street, 63rd and St. Lawrence. They're like 2 blocks away, so they can look down the street and see who coming out them gates or who walking up the street. You know, it's like a pistol. You can hit a person 2 blocks away if you got a clear shot. You know, if you don't have nothing in the way. You know, so they remember, and it's like a cat and mouse game every day. You know, I'm gonna leave out around this time and I'm gonna switch it up tomorrow because I don't want to get caught. I'm not gonna ride the train today. I'm gonna ride the bus. And well, either one, you're gonna get your ass whooped on either one. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You know what we used to call CTA is officially called the Chicago Transit Authority, but we call it caught that ass because you can't go nowhere. That's what we call it. You get caught on the CTA or the L train, that mug ain't gonna stop unless you hit the cherry, unless you hit the emergency stop. And that bus driver probably won't stop. He or she is just gonna say, "Y'all cut it out back there now." While they on the cop, they on the clock and they still driving while they getting their ass whooped. You know, caught that ass. That's the tagline. If you do a giveaway today, just put CTA. Caught that ass.
There is no giveaway today, but I do like that. I do like that one. CTA. Yeah. All right, so we gonna fire this thing up, man. CTA for y'all that don't know. Now you know. Now you know, man. We've been put up on some game right now. All right, so let me go ahead and go to this next one, man. This guy here, over here trying to rob a 7-Eleven, man. Let's take a look at it.
Nothing you can do, though. There's nothing you can do, man. Until you call police.
Stop playing.
Ain't nothing you can do, man. Until police come in.
Move. Watch out, mama.
Hey, don't. Hey,
watch out, boss.
Ain't nothing you can do, man.
Out,
don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
It's okay. Okay, brother. Okay.
Yeah, so that continued on for quite a while.
Hey, caught that ass. Caught that ass.
Hey, on Friday. Is that Chris? Is that Chris on a Friday, little Chris? Oh man. Not little Chris, man. They finally caught him kicking over the trash cans. Damn. Yeah. That was, man, I got PTSD from that ass. Well, I know an ass whooping when I seen one. That took me back. Try to use your hand to block it. But yeah, that took me back right there. Wow.
Hey, but he was stealing cigarettes or something. Like
he was stealing cigarettes, man. Yeah. He was getting them all off of the shelf and putting them into the trash bag, and all that good stuff. Let me go to the comment section real quick. You didn't send an invite, so I thought you had enough people. I didn't send an invite. Did you check your email? Because I'm pretty sure you're attached. I didn't take you off of the email, so you can try another lie. Miss Shanti 2010. That was a good try. CTA caught that ass. Says Riz. More to love says, I'm having flashbacks. Me too. You which one are you? Are you the giver or the receiver of that ass whooping? Miss Shanti says, I bet he won't rob another store. I bet not. God dang. My mama used to whoop me like that too. Tell me about it, man. Every black person knew what that was going on right there. Oh my goodness, man. When you get that first swing, that's what happened. That first swing hit your arm. That's the first initial noise that he made was when the first one hit his arm. And he went,
it's in that shock through your body. Your body,
man. Everything tense up. You didn't even need a taser back then. Just that pop, that initial pop, man. Yeah, you was locking up. So man, yeah, I think that was gonna be my next question is who had a flashback of that ass whooping? Yeah, that was. Who had a flashback of that ass one, man?
I think all 15 to 20 viewers right now have
Oh,
one,
oh man.
including the
Oh man.
panel.
Oh man, you ain't lying, man. You are not lying. They definitely got on that ass, man. And
I used to get my ass whooped for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It depends on the day of the week. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So yeah, I was used to that.
oh yeah. So yeah, man, that is crazy. That even happened like that, man. I mean, but what would make someone feel that comfortable on doing something like that?
I think with them changing the laws recently in regards to theft, with switching it up, it's making people, people are now lazy. The newer generation, they don't want to work, they don't want to do any hard labor, things of that nature. They just want to get that quick buck, that quick dollar,
Yeah.
and it's by any means necessary. And some tend to a life of crime, as you see. And I think something I think that was in California. So recently, I want to say about 2 months ago, some kids robbed a McDonald's and took the register out that mug. It was like the on the movie Barbershop. They just snatched that mug out the docking station and took it outside, busted open, and took the little loose change that was in there. And common sense for a thief to rob a store, if it's a big establishment, yes, they have insurance, but normally in a till is not nothing more. It's not supposed to be, because the cashier get in trouble if they have more than a certain amount in their drawers anyway. Like I want to say at establishment that I worked at, I don't want to drop the name. I don't want them to say I was accessory if anything happens, but it was like no more than $400. If you had if you were a management team, no more than 400. If you were a cashier, it was less than that, because the managers are not always on that register. You know what I'm saying? They're, policing the store, making sure the store is straight, maybe attending to incoming district managers and stuff like that. So they got other stuff to do. Also, probably stocking and all that while the cashier is up there working and providing customer service, So so it's like that. And when they get to that point, the register lets you know you have more than, or you're approaching that amount in your till, so you need to drop that, just for their safety as well as the store safety, so, but people are doing it now. And when I watched that video, they pulled out the drawer probably like $16. It wasn't no big deal. It was like 16. It wasn't no more than $50 that they got out of that drawer. So now you're gonna get, now you're getting locked up when they catch you, for damage to public property, and then damn near strong arm robbery because you snatched the damn register up out the store, out the restaurant. So it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Let me see, because I want to say that I think I got something in regards to the law. Let me take a look at the. No, that's the 7. Is that the 7-Eleven one?
Because I remember it wasn't a felony until it was like $999.
Yeah.
Of that was a felony. Anything less than that was a misdemeanor.
Yeah,
So-
but it's crazy, man. Let's take a quick look at it real quick.
We've all but legalized theft in California. I can charge a petty thief with a misdemeanor 100 days in a row, convicted each time, and I can never charge them with a felony. Proposition 47 was titled the Safe Neighborhoods and Schools Act. And what Prop 47 did is it made drug possession from a felony to a misdemeanor, but it also made the line between felony and misdemeanor for theft from 400 up to 950. And what's worse, Proposition 47 did away with the old Penal Code Section 666. That allowed repeat offenders for petty theft to eventually be charged with a felony. So under Prop 47, somebody who steals $900 worth of merchandise from a store can only be charged with a misdemeanor, no matter how many times they've done it. When you put AB 109 together with Proposition 47, what's happened in almost all of our counties across California is that there literally is no punishment for theft. All we can do is send them to our local jail. There's no room for felons in our local jail. So misdemeanors, they don't have a chance. And we wonder why theft crimes are exploding. That's why.
So that was one man's take on that, man. What do you think about that?
laws is messed up. It's messed up in regards to it. Like drug possession, gun possession, illegal gun possession, illegal drug possession. They throwing football numbers at people. They throwing basketball numbers at people. But a person that's stealing, and they consistently stealing, stealing from the same store, doing the same repeated thing. Um, they can't get charged with a felon. You it seemed like they would, you know what I'm saying? It should be a limit to it. It's like there's no limit to it. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I
I,
think you.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it because 9 out of 10, you already know, if I do this so many times, like if like with the felony rule, right? 3 times, 3 strikes, you out. You in there for life, or 30 years or whatever, 25, 30 years. But I can go in Gucci and steal something less than $1,000. I could go steal me a shirt and some slides for this weekend going to the club. And if I get caught, I get a misdemeanor, I get bailed out, and I can still probably wear that because I don't have it in my possession no more. You know what I'm saying? I can get off on that. It's just crazy. I don't know. I think the laws are messed up in regards to that.
Yeah, man, I think you're right on that one. That's crazy. Yeah, I can see why it's happening, especially with that law that they got going on, man, and the fact that you can keep doing it without it becoming a felony. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild, man. They're encouraging it. I guess you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Excuse me.
Yeah, the mayor of Chicago just said something that just let them be. If they're vandalizing and robbing stores like that, just let them be. It's not considered mob action. Uh, it, it- they're just dumb. I just don't get it. They're just dumb.
And I didn't want to
Because
leave. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say, what if the owner wasn't that nice? What if the owner chose to grab the other stick instead of that stick
That
and killed
part.
the dude? Then that community would be in an uproar. For over some cigarettes. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It has to stop. Make it make sense. It has to stop, dude.
Hey, thank you all for rocking with us, man. I really, really do appreciate y'all being here. If you can hit the like button, please. It said it helps the algorithm. I have no idea if that's true or not, but if you can, please do it. Thank you for all those that already have done it. Let's take a look at the outcome. I don't want to leave y'all hanging.
I'm your brother, right? No more do this, okay? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No, let him go.
No, please.
Please, no, bro. He had a problem with you?
Yeah, bro.
He owe you a lot of money?
How many you know?
He owe you a lot of money? Do he owe you a lot of money? He owe you a lot of money? Let him go. Please let him go. Come on.
I can't walk.
No, you can. Let's go. You better walk tonight.
I can't.
You better walk tonight. You better walk tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Don't come back here no more. Okay? Don't do that, okay? They shoot you.
Bro, can I get a soda?
Please. Man, what kind of shit telling me and you do this so no.
Hey, yo, can I get a soda? Dude, I don't think you realize what's going on here. You don't. I don't know. We got. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Booty Bandit. What up, man? Welcome in the building. He says that I seen the guy on the right before. That's crazy. Yeah, me too. I've seen him too. I think he's on the okay. Yeah, that's you, Steve. You've apparently have seen Booty Bandit before. So yeah, quit trying to switch me back.
Okay.
Hey, man. Here over Spades Podcast, it is a don't ask, don't tell type of situation. I'm glad you've seen him. You did not have to disclose your relationship. And we'll keep this thing moving. He says hi. I think I say hi to you, Booty Bandit. JC, Booty Bandit JC. What I can tell you got to be a COD player with a name like that. I swear I didn't kill you in the lobby a couple times. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and keep in COD, the COD game, not literally killed in the COD game. Okay, Call of Duty. I'm sure I killed him in the Call of Duty log. game. All right, so let's go ahead, and I didn't want to leave y'all hanging on what was happening after the fact. He ended up getting up out of there. They actually wanted to keep and hold him for the police. So the guy, whoever was filming it, decided to step in and say, "Yo, let's just let him go." That ass whooping was enough. And on the way out, he propositioned him for a beverage. All right, so let's go ahead and I ain't gonna worry about the solution for this one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the where we at? We at the halfway mark. No, we're past the halfway mark. We got 30 minutes left. I am so sorry. Let me speed this up a little bit here. All right, so this one. We've been covering these type of topics a couple times here. I think this might be the second one in a row. Having to do with transgenders. This one is in reference to a transgender athlete. All right, this is a transgender woman who wants to play rugby. Let's check it out, man. Somebody's over here interviewing and asking some questions, so let's take a look at it and see what's up.
For a female rugby game, it's going to be Fergus against Burlington. And what can I tell you? This is yet another edition of how Transanity continues. You see, there was a member of the Fergus team who is a biological male. Just look at him. His name is Ash Davis. He doesn't resemble a female at all. I mean, he's not even trying to pull off the scam. Why are you allowing a biological male to compete against female players?
I'm not going to have a conversation with you.
Well, I'll talk to Ash then. Ash, do you take joy in injuring female rugby players? Are you lacking the skills to play with male players where you should be? You're a biological male, aren't you?
I got you.
All right, man. He said he's not even trying to hide the scam. He's not even trying to pretend. He's just out here like Ash. Yo, I'm Ash. I came to play. Let's see what some of the situations is with this, man. Number one, do you think that they should allow this, Steve? What do you think, Mr. Dizzers? Do you think they should allow this?
No, not a day in hell. It's just ridiculous because, okay, put LeBron in the WNBA. See how many females get hurt. Put an NFL player, because what's the average height for NFL players? Like 6 foot, 250, 230, 250 pounds. Put them in the AFL with the females or whatever it's called, the women's WFL, whatever it's called. Watch how many females get hurt. I'm pretty sure a lot of females got hurt in that rugby sport. And rugby is without pads. It's without any other protection. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like I said before, on that track meet video, I think we was talking about a couple podcasts back. I would be that father at that finish line. I have some. After I tackle the motherfucker, it's gonna be some choice words for his ass, before the police get there. A couple bing, bing, bop, bop, bing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's unfair. It's unfair to these females that's trying to play a sport. That's trying to play a sport that they love. You putting them up against biological men, and of course our outtakes or makeup is different. That's what I was trying to say. Our makeup is way different. Females, hourglass shape for childbearing hips. They can bear children. Men, straight down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're muscular and stuff like that, but they don't have that type of swag. His calves is as big as both girl legs. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He out there hurting people. It's ridiculous. This madness has to stop. It has to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I am totally in agreement with you, man. I don't think that this should be allowed. I don't think that trans women should be able to play with biological women. It's just not fair. And a lot of these women, and again, it's because I like women, right? Biological women, that is. I love you all, right? And I think that it really hurts a lot of your chances. Because like Steve was saying, man, a lot of these women they're giving a lot of their time as youth. They're giving a lot of their time in developing their skills and becoming the best that they can, to just be demolished in such a way that they are being demolished, man. I just don't think that this helps biological women at all. I think that it really does hurt them, because if they start coming into the arena at a younger age, that means that now they have the potential to take away a lot of maybe what are those things called, like not grants, is it grants? No, scholarships. A lot of scholarships and things like that, a lot of opportunities. Right now they're going to um trans women instead of biological women. I think that it would not be good for biological women. I think it's a step back. So I definitely do not think that this should be allowed. So with that being said, another
I was
thing,
gonna say something real quick. E.
go ahead.
And then just on the mental health factor, of mental depression for these females that didn't got hurt by doing something that they really love and enjoy, and then get their dreams crushed by a biological male that's posing as bisexual or lesbian or transgender, trans woman. That's a heartbreak in itself, and that I really believe that it will raise the self-taking life aspect of the United States, especially, because mental health is at an all-time high in the United States. So this is just going to add fuel to that fire.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right on that. Speaking of the injuries, man, let's take a look at this one real quick.
One of the 3 women injured by Ash Davis last month has said, "I've never been hit like that before, even at the competitive women's level. There was so much more brute force. There are women who are bigger than him, but no girl hits like that. This is a strong human." Ash is clearly a male. In fact, he doesn't even try to look female. He has an Adam's apple, male pattern baldness is setting in, and it's impossible to ignore his leg muscles. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want my daughter playing against Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, that was some of the things that you had mentioned with how big his legs was. Or Ash's legs was. Should based off of how many biological women Ash has injured, should we be more concerned with the safety of biological women when trans women are introduced into the sport?
Oh, definitely. I believe that they should add that into their contracts, on if they hit or do something of a male caliber sport, and they do that to a female. I think that they should be fined and sued. Definitely, I think that will actually hurt them, and push them out of that arena, with wanting to compete against, if it's a contact sport, especially because you're killing off pretty much our offspring of our women. You know what I'm saying? That really want to compete. That's very competitive. That really want to stay biological women and just compete for the fun of the sport. I really think that will help change the aspect of it, because half of these men that transition over to female sports, 9 out of 10 they sucked in the male arena. That's why they did it, because they almost said something. You know what I was about to say?
Yes, sir.
So they couldn't compete at the male caliber. They couldn't even make it in the G League, so they go to the WNBA and just kill. You know what I'm saying? Just run house. And they call them superstars. You see how ass backwards this world is? It's just ridiculous, man. How that's like success. That's like a person saying that person is successful because they went to the bag and became the superstar of that arena, when it's not even your biological sex. So I don't understand it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that end, man. I do think that we should be a little bit more concerned, man. I think that we should be concerned with the safety of biological women. I think that is putting them at risk. Like the guy said, the lady said, the biological woman, when she said she got hit, it was harder than even the biggest woman that she went up against. And it's just because of our makeup. And again, man, I think that you really gotta be careful, man, because they like to start in an area, but they don't stay in an area. All right. They do not stay. Mr. Trap, welcome in, Trap, man. What's up? He said Joanna, man. I hear that. Yeah. They don't stay in that area. So we as men like to conquer. We're gonna take over all frontier. Today is gonna be goddamn women's sports. Next is gonna be kindergarten. They're gonna be over there trying to get into the playground and Foursquare and goddamn dodgeball with kids, man. All right. No, man, put a
if you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench.
come on now. You know what I'm saying? So they you gotta the envelope is trying to be pushed right now, man. I think it definitely needs some people to prevent it from going too far. And I think that with the adult situation, seeing how that isn't working out, man, I think it's important that we do stand up and call a thing. It's not working. Stop it. All right. Now, I'm not a doctor, man, because I'm talking about bone structures and shit like that. I'm not a doctor, so I know that it may be hard to listen to some of the things that I'm saying because I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But there's a doctor that does, so we're gonna go ahead and listen to her and see what she got to say.
Since we need a doctor to explain basic biology, here's a doctor explaining basic biology.
The difference at Olympic level in sport is between about 10 and 30%. So something like middle distance running is 10%. Weightlifting is up there at 30%. So the more explosive an event is, the more the difference between male and female biology. Something like high jump, long jump, quite explosive, about 22%. A male of equal weight will hit 160% harder than a female. And that's onto a female bone structure, which is less dense. Women have a bigger Q angle because of the size of our hips. So that means that we end up with 6 times more knee injuries in things like football, because we obviously have this angle. But it means that a male will have more ability to put power through their legs on things like sprinting, on striding, on a bike in particular. It's a big advantage. So these are all things that reducing testosterone makes no difference to whatsoever.
Man, did you hear what she said? What do you think about what she said right there, Mr. Diesel? I know you pointed it out earlier.
I didn't hear nothing that she said. I was distracted by the sound of her voice. I just was mesmerized by no. Yeah, I definitely call that. I definitely call that in regards to it. We had females when I was in high school that played ball, played basketball with the males. They were on the females varsity team. We ran scrimmage, stuff like that, but they couldn't compete in certain areas. Now they can run the floor with you and stuff like that, dribble and shoot the ball, stuff like that. But it was certain ways or certain plays that you had to set them up to beat that male. They just couldn't do it head up. It's a different caliber of woman nowadays, a biological woman that's actually better at certain sports, including basketball and softball stuff or baseball stuff like that, but or soccer, so to speak. But still, it's going to be, they wouldn't be able to compete. Like the lady just said, it's a 10 to 30% difference in regards to it, especially the more explosive the sport is. Male explode from from their legs. Females can't really do that because they're prone to knee injury, from their legs. So, it just goes to show or to solidify or clarify the difference in biological men and women.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I mean, okay. So what do you think the solution is to this? Is there a solution?
Ban it. Don't let them do it. That's the most dumbest shit ever. Or no, don't ban it. Don't ban it. Well, yeah, ban it. Ban them from competing against biological women. Create a transgender sport and let them compete against other trans. Now you can have biological female that want to be men in that one. Let's see how far that gets you, because you're actually damaging the ones that actually want to keep their morals, clean, so to speak. They're still trying to provide or deliver offspring for the future. They're trying to live like a future wife, a future girlfriend, so to speak. They want to be, they want to get gritty and dirty on the field or on the court, but at home they're loving their husband and loving their family just like a wife should. So take them out of that sport and give them their own arena, and let's see how far that gets them.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Because I got love for transgenders, man. I love you. I love you all, right? I love everybody, man. And I wouldn't say let the trans men come in and play with the transgender women. No, man. I think you transgender women deserve your own sport, man. I think that you all have an opportunity to become world record making women. I think that y'all have the ability to really shut down, because right now I don't think that there is a league. So right now you could be going down in the history books right now. You know what I'm saying? If you had your own league, and I think that that would be such a real competitive way to gain that recognition that I think that most athletes want when they're putting in the work to be the best athlete that they can. So I think that you deserve one, definitely, to yourself. And you should be able to compete. Keep the trans men out of there. I think the trans men should have their own league. They should be doing their own thing. They should not be riding on the coattails of you beautiful women. I think those trans men need to stay in their spot. All right. That's what I believe. Tell them I said that. Because one of the things that she was saying, the doctor was saying, really resonated with me, because like she was saying, the hitting power, right? She was talking about the hitting power, and not only just the hitting power, but the explanation of the leg structure, right? And how to use the legs in such a powerful way. It's even more powerful than women. Let's look at it in demonstration.
Fox delivering the knees, and that's it. Fallon Fox. Holy cow. Game over. Wow. And a quick finish to our first women's $20,000 championship tournament fight. The winner by knockout, Fallon Fox.
How you feeling right now? I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh? Did you like that? Yeah!
Yes, I would, Roger. I don't know who's starting those rumors, but I do know that there are a lot of jealous people out there who aren't willing to do the work it takes to look like this. Let's face it, women see me, they want to be me.
Yes, they see me, they want to be me. That was a great knee that was placed on that poor lady's chin for the win. You know what's so crazy about that, Steve? It gets done in the ring, it's perfectly fine, but if you did that outside, DV charges. That's one of the reasons why, especially with these contact sports, man, I don't think that it's a good fit. Because of what the doctor had explained as far as the density and things like that of female difference between biological men and biological women. I think that it definitely sets at a not to say that no women can beat a man. I think that there are some exceptions, but the majority of them cannot. What do you think about that?
Oh, I totally agree with that, brother. I totally agree. I'm a Chris Cyborg fan. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, that just reminded me I need to go ahead and work on that video that she dropped for me. But I wouldn't put her up against a champion in the UFC. I would not, because of the way that those females, her, Ronda Rousey, and Amanda Nunes, I haven't been keeping up with it within this year, because Cyborg left. You know what I'm saying? She kind of semi-retired. She was going to boxing, but I'm still waiting on that debut. But I still wouldn't put her up against a male, because those females be knocking each other heads off. So imagine a strike from a male coming from the legs to the fists. You know what I'm saying? Up the body to the fist. Damn, that's death. That's just like Rocky IV all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna break the girl's neck. It's gonna break the woman's neck. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. Like put her in a chokehold, you might crush her esophagus because that's one of the weakest parts of their body. You know, it's just a thing about it. Or that male would disfigure that female. She would no longer look human form or a female form. You know, once you put a pounding on it, it's just ridiculous. But like you said, you do it on the street, you go into jail. But in the ring, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
miss Jim Carrey.
Hey, yeah, man. Shout out to Jim Carrey on that one, man. Well said. Goose the Prophet in the building, man. What it do? Facts 100. He says, man, salute, salute, salute. All right. Yeah, so it's a damn shame, man. They out here losing their mind, man. I want to move the conversation forward here. All right. We're gonna talk about a little something that's going on in the arena.
Not the
And it has
UFC arena though. Not the UFC.
not the UFC arena. No, we done with the fights, man. Whoever that was, he knocked us off of that topic. So we're gonna go ahead and look at what we looking at here. Oh, Trump, man. For those that don't know, Trump has been indicted. No, let's check
Again?
it out. Again and again.
This morning, the special counsel indicting Donald Trump and using blistering language in the process. First claiming that Trump lost the election, knew it, lied about it, and then sought to block the peaceful transfer of power to Joe Biden.
The attack on our nation's capital on January 6th, 2021, was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy.
The 45-page, 4-count indictment accuses Trump of conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, specifically the January 6th certification of the results, showing that Biden had won. Next, Trump is also accused of obstruction of an official proceeding and conspiracy against rights, aiming to deprive the people of their right to vote and have their votes count.
All right, so let's get this right out there right away. Do you think he committed any crimes, Mr. Diz Rizzi? Shit.
Hell yeah, tampering.
For those,
I
okay,
mean,
let me put this up so I can show a list of the crimes that he's been indicted on. So you can look at some of them, see if you want to pinpoint which ones you think it is and which ones you think it ain't.
hey, the first one against the United States, ain't that treason or something? That's something that's like what is that against when you should be held to death by a firing
I
squad?
think it's treason.
It's treason, right?
I
Yeah,
think so.
that's against the nation.
Yeah.
Against the nation.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a firing squad. Hey, it's no pity on that. But in all the other stuff, inciting the riot or inciting the January 6th situation and everything else, and like with the latest video, I can't remember if we played that on the podcast, but when he was saying that we're gonna take over the country one way or another, we're gonna take our country back, or whatever that was looping on Twitter a few weeks ago. Like that's crazy. Like he low key inciting it. Just like these rappers are doing in their lyrics, when it comes to it, like they're saying it. The more you say it, you start believing that shit. The more you say it, you start believing it, right? The more they play that shit in their head, January 6th happens. You know what I'm saying? It's like hypnotizing. It's like hypnosis in a sense. So I like the man, but let Obama had did that.
Oh,
they
man,
would have
we
made
ain't
an
even gonna go
example
there.
out of him.
We ain't
They
even
would have
gonna
made an
go there.
example out of him. I'm
We
just
ain't
saying.
even gonna go there.
They would.
Let me see. Trap said P.S. Amanda
Already.
beat up Cyborg already.
Yeah. I already responded to that.
All right. And Goose the Prophet said that's crazy. And I think that was your response. Watch it, Cyborg came fault. Her
Came
again.
back and fought her again and beat her.
Came back and fought her again.
Yeah.
And beat her, sir. Okay. And Goose the Prophet said free Trump. Prophet, cut it out.
Hey,
Cut
I'm
it
gonna
out,
get a
Prophet.
free Trump shirt. I'm gonna get
Wait
a
a
free
minute.
Trump.
He ain't even locked up. What are you talking about? Chat says Gooch send me the link. Fire album, by the way. Yes, sir. Right back ain't cheating if you ain't heard. Yeah, man. So yeah, so the can Ed Steve send me the link. I think he wanted you to send him a link. So yeah, so what about the conspiracy to obstruct the official proceedings? Do you think he might have did that?
We're gonna take our country back, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, he said with force. He said
With
we got to be
force.
strong. We got to be strong. We can't be weak.
I'll put it like this, man. When the Black Panthers did that, when the BPP party did that, it was an issue. And they all went to jail or got assassinated. But you let an ex-president do the same thing. It's just an act of him becoming a president again, being strong. It's so contradictory. You know what I'm saying? When it came to the BPP party, they were building their communities. That was a change, like you said, for when we at our beginning discussion in regards to the gun violence and stuff like that in the communities. It was only certain ones that was allowed to carry guns in the neighborhoods and stuff like that. It was well organized, but the BPP party said the same thing. Malcolm X and the Muslim party at that particular time, or Islamic party, the Black Muslim party, did the same thing. And you see what happened to them or him. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to Trump, he's just talking. He's just talking. It's a slap on the hand, And I'm not saying that it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, he gets away with it, but if you look at the past, civil rights leaders get assassinated and persecuted for it. It's same thing that they did. In my opinion.
Yeah, and for those that may not know, I'm not sure on the defraud the United States. I'm not sure which one that exactly is. I want to say it was the lie to say that he won when he didn't, but I'm not 100% sure. But the conspiracy for obstruction for official proceedings, that's for January 6th, for those that don't know, when the insurrectionists stormed the Capitol in hopes to overturn the will of the people. That's what they're charging him with, that conspiracy. Obstruction of an official proceeding, again, that is when they're transferring the power or solidifying that Biden had won. He was trying to stop that. That's the obstruction of the official. And the conspiracy against rights, that's depriving people of the right to vote and have their vote count. Again, people have spoken. They said, we want this guy to be the next president. He comes in and he's trying to prevent that from happening. So he's trying to take away the voice of the people. So that's what all those charges are. If you're new to this,
Was the conspiracy to defraud the United States the one when he called a certain party and said that I need like 11,000 votes or something like that? It wasn't that one.
I don't think that was that one. I think that one was no. We're gonna talk about that one though. We do got that one.
Okay.
Goose dropped the link. Oh, I think that was for his music. Check it out, please. So yeah, so we'll take you know what? Will I keep that one up? I probably will keep that one up. All right, so I'm gonna look at do I got another one here? Let me see. Mama shot. Let me see. Oh yes, okay. So there is another one here. And this one has to do with the let me see if I want to play this one right now. Give me a second. Let me okay, yeah, we're gonna play this one. All right, this is the one that you're talking about, Steve. This is the Trump calling Georgia to find those other votes.
Smith's indictment documenting dozens of Trump's other alleged lies, too, and the pressure he put on Republican state officials. In one phone call, Trump pushing Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to find the votes he needed.
So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state.
All right, so homie was G all the way, my guy. He was like, "Yo, hey, I just want to find. Hold on, where's it at? 11,000. Like, yo, who are you? Who are you, my guy, to even think that you could do something like this? He must think he a white rich man or something. So, what do you think about that, man? What do you think about the call to Georgia Secretary of State to find more votes that he needed? What I mean, do you think he's guilty of that?
I'll put it like this. I'm pretty sure other politicians have done similar situations, some similar things. Biden had 82 million votes or 84 million votes, and I don't even remember him like really campaigning and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like doing anything for it. All I can say is Trump a gangster. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I think he read from the book of Larry Hoover, to be honest. Because like he bout that, he bout it. He bout it. He don't care. If we on a tap line, you can record my conversation, whatever. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna do it because I'm pretty sure I got other dirt on other people that's gonna eventually get knocked off or get in trouble. So they're trying to fight fire with fire, but I don't know, man. I don't know because I put it like this: like these indictments is serious, like treason against the nation. It's a wrap,
Okay,
bro. It's a
so
wrap.
yeah, I think you're right. Now, okay, so I think it's two things. All right, I don't think that I wouldn't lean so much on how many votes Biden got because again, I think that a large Americans did not vote for Biden. I think a large Americans voted against Trump. So, yes, I think that he's going to get a lot more because Trump not only turned off a lot of Democrats, of course, by nature, but he's going to also turn off a lot of Republicans. A lot of Republicans that believe in the rule of law. He does not believe in the rule of law. He believes that he is special. That goes against everything. That's why this is. I don't think people understand. Like this is really history right now. That's being made. I know we get pumped with a lot of information, and sometimes we can't necessarily attain a lot of things. But this is history right now. This is things that are going to be in history books that we're witnessing right now because there's never been a sitting president that has done that. I've never heard of another person doing what he's done. I've never heard of it. Now, I haven't been in politics long, but I have not heard of somebody asking somebody else, calling somebody on the phone and saying, "Hey, find me more votes."
I thought it was
Never heard that.
I thought it was Nixon or somebody around the Nixon era that did something like that. They got impeached or something for something similar to that.
Now, impeachment is something totally different.
I mean, it came out later though, because they didn't have the technology that we have now. You know what I'm saying? It came out later or something like that.
I haven't heard of it. I will look it up though, but I don't think that there's been anybody that's done it quite like this.
Oh, this is some space age shit right here. This space age is finest, bro.
Yeah, this is on a whole nother level, and I do think because I think you're right on the mark, really, because when you were mentioning being in the likes of like Larry Hoover, because I think at a certain time you were able to move like that. I don't think that he's updated his software. So he's still moving like they did back then. The old gangster was moving back then. That's how he's moving now. So I think he doesn't. I don't know if he knows how much trouble he's in, to be honest with you, because he's been doing this for so long, and there's haven't been any repercussions because of what he's done. So I don't think that he quite realizes. I don't whether or not he's gonna serve any time. I don't know. Yes, I don't know because he got it. He got it. So I mean, this is America. If you're rich and white, I can't tell you what's gonna happen to you. If you're broken black, oh yeah, I know your ass is going down the river. But if you're rich and white, I can't tell you. I honestly cannot say that justice will be served if he's found guilty. I can't say that. I literally cannot say that because I've seen time and time again where the opportunity presents itself for someone to serve justice or for justice to be served, and it's come a whole different way. I think I want to say Manafort was one of the ones that I can remember most recently, as well as I want to say probably it was a general I think he was working with as well that kind of got a slap on the wrist as well. So this is all during the Trump era. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. What do you think, man? Do you think that it's a possibility that he could share some jail time?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. This is like you said, this history, like has never happened before, and for him to be what 34 to 40 indictments before off of paperwork that he shouldn't even had, like classified top secret paperwork that he shouldn't have had, and he beat that, and now this, like if he
Whoa,
gets
whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't think he beat that.
well,
That's still
I
going
think,
on.
yeah, it's still going on, but I'm saying
Yeah.
for him to plead not guilty and they just let him go like ain't shit happened type deal. You know what I'm saying? And now this, like they're trying to get something to stick. I see what they're doing. They're trying to get something to stick because he didn't pissed off the wrong person. But with him having so much money, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to put a stamp on that. Like with old girl in Alabama that lied about the child on the road. Oh, she going to jail. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? We could debate about that one and talk shit about that one all day. But with Trump, I really don't think that he's gonna go to jail. He might disappear for a little bit if he don't get reelected, and then pop back out and you know what I'm saying, try to get it back cracking. But I don't think nothing bad is gonna happen to him. He has too much money.
Yeah.
Like I'll put it like this: he probably got enough money to pay the United States deficit with China. China, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of money, not that much, but I'm saying he got a lot of money. So I don't think that it's gonna be anything bad that's gonna happen to him. You know, at
Well, I
the worst,
definitely
they
think
probably deport his wife back to Russia. He
I
want that anyway.
don't think she's Russian. But I definitely think that he has a cult following. I definitely think that. As far as pissed off the wrong person, I don't know about that, but I think that I think he broke the law, and I think that again,
Like
I think it's
numerous of times, every indictment was
numerous of times.
something very, very serious.
Yes,
Very serious.
yes, 100% on that. And right now, I think that it's really this right here is really a tipping point because um America has the opportunity now to prove that it is really a nation of laws and that no matter your status, you are not above the law. And I think that right now is where they show if this is really true. Because if you can do this because either one you're white or either because you're rich or either because you are an ex-president, you can get away with this, then everything else is a sham. Everything else is a sham because the whole thing is that we are all supposed to be equal under the law and treated the same. We of course know that that's not obviously true about a lot of things, a lot of based off of what we see. But this right here, he fucked with America. If you can fuck with America at its most its most protected, its most revered, its most special entity, which is that of it being the will of the people. If you can play with that, then you can play with anything. What says you, man?
No, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. But if he get locked up, I'm gonna give me a free Trump shirt. I'm gonna get one made. Just
Hey.
because hey, it goes to show it's nobody above the law. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with all the stuff that he's doing, but the way he carrying himself out or carrying it out these situations is like a movie. It's like this stuff is scripted, bro. Like you would see it in a movie, but not lifelike. Like I don't know the last person that got killed by a firing squad for treason. Military personnel that leave the fob or they call them. I said it a couple podcasts ago. I forgot it again.
Not deserters, huh?
Deserters, yeah,
Is that what
deserters,
it? Not
yeah,
was it?
yeah,
Deserters?
deserters. Yeah, when you desert, you supposed to be tried by a firing squad, or you supposed to be, when you turn your back on your nation, you're supposed to be
Yeah.
done that way. But
Treason. Maybe it was treason.
I think it was deserters. I
Deserters,
think it was
okay.
deserters. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I always forget it because it sounds too much like desert or desert.
Talking about leaving your post. It has something about leaving your post or something like
Yeah,
that.
but I'm saying when you turn your back on your nation. So, like, say for
Yeah.
instance, we're fighting with Russia, so to speak, right? We're at war with Russia, and you kind of like they did in Saving Private Ryan with the Germans. You know how the Germans gave up and they walked over to the American side and surrendered, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then some of them started taking arms with the Americans to fight the Germans, stuff like that. That's treason, that's deserting, or that's turning your back on your country, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? So you do something like that, you supposed to be tried by a firing squad. Trump is falling in those same lines, with the stuff that he's doing. And he's inciting it here on the home soil, not for another country, like giving them information and nothing. He's doing it here. He's making the people turn on the government, so to speak, in the wrong ways, not for the right reasons, just for his benefit, for his gain.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that Private Ryan because that motherfucker, oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, he said, "Fuck Hitler, fuck him, fuck Hitler." Yeah. So, yeah. All right. So, my question is do you think? Man, we having too much fun over here. Do you think?
Back and kick though, man. Hold on, let me turn this off, man. All right.
Do you think that this will help or hurt his chances for the next election, man?
I don't think so. I don't think
You don't think it hurt, or you don't think it'll help?
I don't think it'll hurt it. I mean, if he get convicted, then of course they have to try him and such. But I don't think it's gonna hurt it because, like you said, he got a cult following. He said a few words and had people rioting, going up the Capitol. Like, you know how long they've been working on the Capitol building and fix that building, and the motherfuckers went in there and told that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And yeah, he didn't specifically say, "I need y'all to go tear this mug up," but he, in a sense, the way
Heavily
he spoke
implied.
it, yeah, it was heavily implied, and the way that he influenced it was big. Just like with the dude in New York, the streamer or whatever that just happened. They're trying to try him for inciting a riot, for tearing up New York or wherever, Times Square
Oh,
or
is that
whatever.
Kai or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
wow.
and the way the January 6th situation, that's the same situation. It's similar. You're inciting a riot. So, you need to be tried for it. But if he get off, God help us all. That's all I can say.
Man, yeah, because I think a statement is definitely going to be made at the end of this. I think that this is probably going to take years. It's going to be years in the process, but it's a statement is going to be made, and I think a lot of people they're going to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's one to watch out for. Well, to answer the question, I don't think that I'm with you. I don't think that it's going to hurt him. I think it might even help him. I think people have drunk the Kool-Aid when it comes to Trump, and a lot of people don't want to let go of it. So I definitely think that he has, like I said, a cult following, and they're ride or die with him, man. What I'm saying? Like,
hey, I'll put it like this: if he get off on this and become president again, I see him going over to take over other countries. I see World War III in the making, bro.
now
Like,
I see a king in the making, man. I
that
see a
too.
king,
Dictator, president, all in one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely see it. And he's
Yeah.
gonna start trying to conquer other areas. Canada, Mexico. He gonna say fuck the UN and NATO, and
Yeah.
let's go to war.
Yeah.
And he gonna do a Putin, hide in the background while he push all the troops to the front.
Yeah.
I keep
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, because I don't know what it would have looked like if he had won. Maybe because I really think that is his I think it's ego driven. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's ego driven. I think he wants to be a winner. The fact that he lost that one, I think if he would have won, maybe he would be going home after this. But the fact that he lost it, and he was not too happy, and he knows he has a pocket of America's that who's gonna tear up shit when he's ready. When he tells him to, I think that this is going to put him in a whole different. Because beforehand he was naive, I think, to the way things worked. He learned how things worked, and not only do I think he learned how they work, but I think he learned how to change them. And I think he's going to be looking to change some shit that most people would probably consider to be guardrails to prevent people from going overboard. I think he's going to change that, and yeah, they're gonna try to he's gonna try to fuck up some shit. Or he could go in there and play nice. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's looking at how he operates it. It could be either or.
I mean,
I think he's gonna be in there for vengeance, man.
With his term, I think that was a nice side of him.
No, 100%. I was being a little funny. I know.
No, I feel you.
Yeah,
but I'm saying he gonna try to send a message.
He's sending a message.
Yeah,
this go around, he's gonna fucking send a message. I guarantee it. He's gonna fucking send a message if he wins, and everybody's gonna hear it. And watch out if you was against him, he a petty man. That guy's a petty dude right there. He gonna shut some shit down. So
I can see that meeting at the UN, bro, against NATO. He on one side of the table and all the other nations on the other
you
side.
Motherfuckers thought you weren't gonna see me, huh? Yeah, Mr. Putin right
I'm
next to me.
cases on all you bitches.
Not putting cases on him, is he? Oh man, you gonna do this to me? Yeah. All right, man. That is the show, man. Thank you everybody for coming through and kicking it with us. It was a blast. Thank you for everybody in the comment section as well. Thank you for everybody who hit the like. Appreciate you. Let me check, make sure I don't think nobody donated, but let me check because I will get up off here and be like, no, I wanted to say thank you. Okay, all right, we're good on that end. Steve, man, what do you have for us before we get up out of here, good sir?
Man, I just wanted to say I'm proud of you. The way you broke down the logic in regards to the gun problem in the United States in the beginning. I know it was tough trying to get that out, but it warmed my heart, brother. I really appreciate that. And for everybody else, it was a good show. I had a blast like always. I got you back. Like 4 flats on the Cadillac, bro. So everybody else, man, enjoy your week. It's hot out there. Stay hydrated.
Yes. Thank you so much for that too, man. Receive that with love. Thank you for that. Yes, stay hydrated, man. Like he said, man, it is hot out there. We do not want anybody out there passing out. You feel me? More to love said, great show. Thank you so much. Tia MR says, great show. Thank you. It's good to see you in here. We ain't seen you in here in a while. I know you've been busy, but thank you so much. Thank you, Steve, for coming through, man. You are a major anchor to the show. So I want to say thank you and appreciate you for coming through and support, man, and helping me out and moving this thing forward, man. I really, really, really do appreciate you. And in other aspects, y'all don't know, this guy is like an IT genius for me. I
wouldn't go that far.
He was like, yo, man, do this, try that. Yo, he got up on something on YouTube. He was like, yo, man, do this to your YouTube channel. I was like, hey, man, appreciate it, man. So he's a phenomenal person and a phenomenal friend that I have, man. I don't know if y'all know how we met since we're here talking, man. I met him actually in college, and we been together ever since. So it's been it's been a fantastic journey, man, and seeing you grow and the things that you've been doing too, as well, good sir. Like I said, he's got more followers than me, more subscribers. So that's how he's doing it. He's been doing it for a long time too, man. So he definitely deserves it.
10 years, bro. 10 years.
Yeah. He's the big fish on here. I'm the little guppy. I'm trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying? So, but thank you, really, really, from the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you for coming through and doing this with me. I definitely do appreciate you. More to Love says, drink all water slowly. There's a thing called water intoxication that kills when drinking water. That kills when drinking water too much in a short time. Okay, stay safe. Thank you for that, More to Love. That is 100% accurate. You do not want to get water toxin, man. Last word goes to you, Steve.
I think I said enough, man. You got me speechless, bro. You know what I'm saying? You've been bringing back full sail memories, man.
Full sail.
Man, love those discussions and those assignments, man. And and link it up and link it up with you. Hey, don't you start. Don't you start
You
that.
know I was. Yes.
Link it up with you. It was like, damn, okay. That's a different perspective, just like with the podcast, right? And we started talking, and it wasn't any video chats or nothing like that until later, but just talking through the discussion channel or DMs in the school chat or whatever, and we just linked up from there, and we just been rocking strong. It's like, in a sense, like we childhood friends type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up together type deal. But we brothers of the same struggle, been through certain, similar things in life, and we've surpassed that and grow to become mature men nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing. We running across you at full sail. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, let's keep this thing going, man. Until next time, man, y'all zip it up and zip it out. Peace out.